everybody, so I want to do a couple videos, one today and then one tomorrow, and then I'll do a review on chores I saw this week. So the music videos I wanted to do a cover for from Lady A, which I would give you a little background of my love for their music. So like back in high school, that's when I started to watch CMT, country music television, and they play a lot of country music. Obviously, like Blake Shelton, I found out about him, and Morena Lambert, and like everybody in country music, including Lady Antebellum. So of course at the time, like I never really know what the word antebellum mean, and I never thought of looking it up either, because like it's just the name of a group. I just didn't think of it. But I love their songs. I sang a couple of their songs on my YouTube channel, on this channel. I think Just Kiss and Bartender, which I really love both those songs a lot. And now, recently, with the Black Lives Matter movement really taking up high speed, I think high speed, like, because of everything that happened with the murder of Breonna Taylor, which was very terrible. Like no one knew about what happened to Breonna Taylor until like 3 months after the fact, which was terrible. And of course, George Floyd. That's when like all these Civil War and slavery stuff became like a big issue and sensitized and everything and all of that, like all these protests and riots and all of that, which by the way, like I have my own personal thoughts on the whole rioting, just because I don't believe like violence is ever the answer, just because like I listen to Martin Luther King and like all of that, and obviously I got a lot of backlash on Facebook about my own, because apparently like if I don't support the riots, then that means I don't support the movement. It's like, that's not true. Like, I do support the movement, and I feel like it's a very important movement. And I agree that all lives doesn't matter until everybody can see that Black lives do matter. But yeah, I have my own personal thought about the whole rioting. I thought I have this morning watched a documentary about the LA riots, which I now understand a little bit more about the rioting, which is good. So my viewpoints have changed a little bit on that, and I start to see it as more of a rebellion, and like, but at the same time, I don't know, I'm a peaceful person. I see things, rainbows and daisies, and like I'm naive, so yeah, don't hate me. But anyways, now with Lady Antebellum, they're now being called Lady A, and that's because apparently Antebellum I want to get the exact. I should have looked it up. Antebellum means occurring or existing before a particular war, especially the American Civil War. Of course, I didn't understand like the word like as in like antebellum, but I guess like one letter makes a difference, because if you say anti as in ANTI, it means against, but then ANTE means before. So it's before war, so before the Civil War, aka the slavery, which was a very, I don't want to like, I am not a good person to talk about that, but it's a huge impact in our American history, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's why now Lady Antebellum is gonna go by the nickname Lady A. And it's like, well, it's personally I don't want to call them Lady A. Like, I prefer to say Lady Antebellum, because like I'm used to saying it. I understand why they changed the name, because what it means, and like I know like with the whole removing the statues of all these Confederacy soldiers, which is a good thing, which is a great thing actually. Removing Christopher Columbus statue, which is like I'm happy for. Like, yeah, I hate Christopher Columbus so much. He has nothing to do with North American history at all. And getting rid of the Confederate flags, which I don't understand why we keep celebrating the Confederacy when they lost. Like, come on, look at history. Seriously. So it's like that. Like, it's exciting, and I'm so glad I'm part of this moment in history where we erasing all of that stuff. And of course, I've gotten a little bit upset about like with that movie Gone with the Wild being taken down because of like its depictions, which is like, come on, it was based on the Civil War times, and it was made in the 30s, so it's like, what can you expect? But luckily, my best friend Rachel explained to me that they're just going to take it down temporarily and put a disclaimer on it, so that everybody know what the movie it would be talking about or whatever. So that's good. That made me feel bad, because like I like disclaimers on stuff. It's good. Like on Disney Plus, I love old movies like Lady Antebellum, but have a disclaimer on it before you start watching the movie. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I wanted to do a couple of songs from Lady A, just because they are no longer being called Lady Antebellum, and I want to celebrate that, and to talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter, and try to be a better. Try to be a better white ally, I guess. So anyways, I'm gonna be doing What If I Never Get Over You, which of course, like if you know me, then you know who the song would be about. Kind of. I hope I'm over him. Saying, anyways, I don't know anymore. Let's get on to it. I talk too much. I'm sorry. I hate when I talk too much. And I ramble on, and I hate how I talk. It's supposed to hurt. It's a broken heart. But to move on is the hardest part. It comes in waves that let her go. But the memory fades. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. What if I'm trying, but then I close my eyes, and then I'm right back, lost in that last goodbye. And what if time doesn't do what it's supposed to do? What if I never get over you? Maybe months go by, maybe years from now, and I meet someone and it's working out. Every now and then he can see right through, because when I look at him, yeah, all I see is you. What if I'm trying, but then I close my eyes, and then I'm right back, lost in that last goodbye. And what if time doesn't do what it's supposed to do? What if I never get over you? Yeah. What if I never get over? What if I never get a closure? What if I never get back all the ways it was I told ya? What if it never gets better? What if this lasts forever and ever and ever? I'm trying, but then I close my eyes, and then I'm right back, lost in that last goodbye. And what if time doesn't do what it's supposed to do? What if I never get over you? What if I gave you everything I got? What if your love was my one only shot? What if I end up with nothing to compare it to? Oh, over you. Oh, if I never get over you. What if I never get over never get over you. Oh yeah, over you. So I hope you enjoyed that song. I love the music. Stop it. I love the music. I love country music in particular. Country music is my favorite. It's funny how I can find any song that can relate to how I'm feeling. And like this song is definitely what I've been struggling with since February, with like the whole Josh hasn't been talking to me in a while. So it's like I still have my moments where I still think of him. But at the same time, I'm with someone else now. So it's like it's a struggle. And I'm trying to get past all of that, which is not easy. As we all know, as heartbreak goes, he was my first true love. Anyways, but yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this song. I hope you enjoyed what I talked about. I'm sorry that I talk a lot and I talk fast and words jumble up and it doesn't sound good. I get nervous when I'm talking about certain things. But education is very important to me. I'm a huge history buff. I love history, so it's like any movie or documentary there is, I would watch it. And I always enjoy educating myself and like educating other people. That's because like I want to be a good ally when it comes to like a Black Lives Matter, when it comes to LGBTQ issues, when it comes to animal rights. Like I want to be an ally for everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I talked too much, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope people understand my views and like understand like everything I've talked about, and like enough with all lives matter. All lives doesn't matter until Black Lives Matter as well. We need to get people to see that and understand that, because we're humans. Like we should matter. Like everybody should matter. Like end police brutality and like make this country or make this world better somehow with all these protests and that's going on. So yeah, see you in my next video. Bye everybody, take care.